woo, woo. Man, oh man. What is going on, y'all? It's your boy RickyMoto. Welcome back to yet another video. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. It's a beautiful day out today. It's a little bit gloomy though, but you know, it's breezy and it feels good. I'm rocking my, infamous pink jacket. I miss my pink days. If you guys remember, I had a Z125 Pro that was pink. Oh man, now you're making me all sad. I missed that thing. I'm just cruising around town in this little old-fashioned neighborhood. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a story time with y'all, talking about my crazy roommate experience. Now that I'm, out of school and graduated, I can, basically talk crap about people. But yeah, I graduated from an art school, and art school is a little bit different from your traditional college, I'd say. Artsy people just, are artsy, and they kind of function a little bit different. Characteristics are a little bit strange, I gotta say. But yeah, I went to 4 years of college, and out of those 4 years, I've actually dormed for every single semester. I started off freshman year with a triple, so I had 2 other roommates in my room. Every roommate that I had over the 4 years was very problematic in their own kind of way. So freshman year, the roommates that I had were just really dirty and gross, unsanitary, grimy type thing. It wasn't too big a deal because they kind of just kept their junk in their section, but the whole dorm would just smell like ass all day. While my little corner is always like super tidy and clean. I don't know, I just like to make everything nice and neat because I feel better about it. Same thing with sophomore year. I had another roommate, and it was also just a freaking mess. They also like smoked weed in the room all the time, so it was just like disgusting. I didn't really smoke, but I was a chill guy, so like I just let them do whatever the heck. But like they were getting drunk, they were throwing parties and all this crazy stuff in my room. It was just hell of annoying, but like I didn't want to bother anyone, so I just kind of let everything slide. But the craziest one is junior year. Oh my gosh, bro, I will never forget this moment. Had 3 roommates again, and we were in like some sort of suite, so everyone actually had their own rooms, but we had like a shared like living space, and we would just all be in the living space. So the thing is, one night one of my roommates decided to bring in a ping pong table into the dorm, and we're not allowed to do that because like they have like these rules saying you can't have any furniture items that are bigger than a certain size, and a ping pong table is freaking huge, and clearly no one does that. No one puts a ping pong table in their dorm. And it was also out of nowhere. Like the guy just like hit me up one night. He's like, hey, I'm outside the dorm, I need you to help me carry something in. I'm like, okay. I come outside and there's a whole ass ping pong table, and he wrapped it in a freaking garbage bag. I'm like, what the hell is this, bro? He was like, hey, don't say anything, you gotta help me carry this in right now. Long story short, we actually managed to sneak it through the security and bring it into our dorm. And I gotta say, it was actually kind of lit, because then we were like playing ping pong, we were doing like beer pong and whatnot. But the thing is, we made an agreement in the beginning, because at the end of the semester we were all gonna move out of that dorm, and we gotta take everything out. And those students were actually from a different state, so there's no way that they can keep the table. So the agreement was that during the move out time, that they would actually give me the table and I can keep it because I live locally. And my dad is actually a ping pong coach and he plays ping pong, so it would be like the perfect thing for him. We made the agreement, we were all chilling, everything was good. Now let's put that story on hold because that goes completely haywire. But before that happens, we actually got another roommate that came into our living space. When he moved in, he just gave this really weird energy, and none of us really liked him in a way, but we were so respectful. He just kind of seemed a little off there. It became very clear why that guy was acting really sus, and it was because he was a heroin addict. Yeah, I know, it was freaking nuts. And he was very open about it too, which, I guess respectable. My first introduction to him was him basically shooting up in front of me. Like, I'd never seen this stuff happen ever before, and he's just like, yo, what's up, man? My name is blah, 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 and I see a freaking needle sticking out of his vein. I tend to actually faint when I see stuff like that. Whenever I get a blood test or go to the doctors, I have to close my eyes, otherwise I'm gonna freaking faint if I see a needle. And this dude is literally has a belt strapped on his upper arm, on his bicep, trying to cut the blood flow, and he's like yanking on it, trying to tighten it. I'm like, yo, you gotta chill with that, yo. I'm like, bro, what's your name? Like, where are you from, bro? Like, introduce yourself. and he's out here sticking a needle in, just shooting up. And that was like the norm for him, you know. He was just doing it every single day, every morning. I mean, the guy was chill though, I gotta say. You know, he was a funny kid. He was, you know, good conversator or whatever. But the only thing was, he was constantly shooting up. Now, you know, I'm not the one to be Mr. Police here and like judge people and like be like, oh, you're a drug addict, I don't, you know, mess with you. You know, I had my fair share of drug experiences in the past. You know, I've sobered up by now, but you know, I understand the struggle and whatnot, so like I'm not gonna be out here like condemning these people. I feel like heroin is a drug that's a little bit overkill for me to just witness or even be okay with. And there's been moments where he like slightly would overdose and I see him tripping out crazy, and then he would start popping pills and whatever, and like it got really out of hand, and it was starting to freak me out because I saw his dosages start to increase, and like he would start leaving like raw needles everywhere, which is very dangerous actually, because you know, it could be unsanitary and could get me sick. Like whenever I went to the bathroom, I just saw freaking needles and like caps or whatever in the sink. So the situation here was we actually decided to report the guy because we were afraid that he was gonna die in my dorm, and I'm not trying to witness the freaking death of a 21-year-old kid in front of me. You know, I even spoke to him prior to me making the report. I was like, hey bro, like, do you need help or anything? Like, do you need counseling or therapy or something? And he was telling me how he's all good and all good, whatever, but like he didn't look good. He looked like something was definitely wrong, because like he looked ill and sick all the time. And like I saw him like cutting classes and just basically tripping out all day. So yeah, the other roommates and I decided to report it to our RA, and then they, you know, planned out this whole thing where like the cops would just start waiting outside the dorm. And then they told me that, you know, if he starts shooting up, just text them, give them like the signal, and then the cops are gonna come in. So I'm like, okay, that's what I did. I saw him shooting up. I, you know, sent a text to the RA, and the RA's like, okay. And then like not even like 10 seconds later, boom, the freaking cops bust right into the dorm. It was literally straight out of a movie. It was literally insane. I never seen anything like that, and it was so intense because there was like these huge like brawling dudes coming in, like 10 bodies, and they all like hover around. It was like, oh, drop the needle, man, drop the needle or something, and they all like was armed and everything. Freaking wild, bro. And like the kid started crying because he was like freaking out, and it was so graphic of a scene that I actually had to just walk out. I couldn't, you know, just sit there and watch it happen. So like I was out the room for a good like hour or so, and then when I came back in, he was gone. I don't exactly know what happened, but they took him away, I know, and I guess he's expelled from the school because I never seen him ever again. Hopefully he got help or like rehab or something. So I was talking about this whole ping pong table situation, right? Now the semester has come to an end, and you know, we're all leaving, and the ping pong table I was supposed to take with me, right? Because that was the initial agreement. I was one of the last ones to move out actually. The other guys left early because they lived out of state. They just wanted to leave. I got like a U-Haul and everything, brought it home, everything was chilling. Then I got a message from the roommate that actually, you know, told me to bring the table in initially. He's like, yo, you stole the table from me, that was my property, yada yada yada. And he was basically trying to screw me over in a way, you know. He was trying to basically say that I was the thief and stole the ping pong table. The problem here was that that agreement was made verbally. There was no written one, so it would be hard to like fight that in court, because he was trying to sue me and whatnot, and he started threatening me how he's like affiliated with like lawyers. I'm like, bro, that's so messed up, what the heck? So what I did was I actually contacted my lawyer in defense, and my lawyer basically threatened his ass back, and he kind of just disappeared. So I guess he kind of noticed that there was really no way out of it, because the table was brought into the dorm illegally, and it was his, you know, idea in the first place. Side note, that table was free. He actually found it on Craigslist for free, so it's not like he paid for it or anything. Yeah, just a very like scummy douchebag type of kid. You know, glad that, you know, it never escalated, and that, you know, me getting my lawyer involved kind of freaked him out. You know, then that's just like the surface level of what happened. You know, so many more crazy roommate experiences. If you guys want to hear them all, let me know. I can always make another video about story time. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I thought it was pretty funny and pretty wild. Every time I tell this story to my friends, they're like, no way that happened, bro. Like, what? I don't know if it has anything to do with like me being in art school. Maybe that was just like I got the wrong type of people, because I didn't choose my roommates. They were all randomized, so I guess I had bad luck and I got like garbage roommates. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go chill for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your boy RickyMoto, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.